Hello everybody on YouTube. My name is Brandon. I'm doing this video as it relates to Tetrology of Fallot, the heart condition that only a rare number of people are born with. I was born with it. So I just wanted to kind of give my story on how I've lived with it. So when I was born, they took me away immediately to surgery because I turned bluish, purplish color due to lack of oxygen. They went and did open heart surgery to repair a hole in the chamber of one of my heart areas. Since then, I wore Holter monitors. I saw cardiologists every year during my youth. The backpack monitors with all the wires hooked up and straps across, like a woman wearing a purse or a guy having his backpack on. It's very uncomfortable. Nowadays they have monitors that are this wide, like 3 inches long by 1.5 inches wide, that go right here. I wish they would have had that back when I was young, because those big Holter monitors were uncomfortable to deal with. If you are living with Tetrology of Fallot, there is hope. Me growing up over the course of my life, I was always active, running around, playing sports. Yeah, always had a tons of energy. Never had any issues. Was never lightheaded. Was never tired. Was never fatigued. I guess those are some of the symptoms. I'm just trying to tell my side of what I went through. Everything was good, but you will see a cardiologist, and we'll have Holter monitors on you, monitoring your heart every year, every other year during your youth. When I was 9, they told me I needed one of my heart arteries to be ballooned. So they'd go in with a balloon and expand the artery. I had that when I was 9. They went through a small incision in my leg, minimally invasive. The recovery for that was very quick and non-painful. They did have sandbags on my thigh to stop the bleeding from the incision. Always lifting weights, playing sports through middle school, high school, post-high school. Very active, very strenuous physical activity that I've done over the course of my whole life. So if you aren't experiencing any problems, or you have a child, or you're in your youth stages and you're wondering how that's going to affect you over the course of your life, I haven't really been affected at all for the majority of my life. I'm 36 now. I had the open heart surgery when I was born. I think it's called angioplasty of the ballooning of the artery. I think that's what it's called, but don't hold me to it. And then when I was about 27, I started getting really lightheaded. I was smoking cigarettes and drinking energy drinks. I know neither of those are good, but hindsight is 20/20, and I was younger, so I was more immature than I am now. That being said, I quit the cigarettes, thinking that might have been contributing to my lightheadedness, but it didn't. I stopped the caffeine. It didn't. I was very fatigued. Didn't have as much energy as I used to. Luckily, I had people around me that noticed I was turning a shade of blue or gray. And believe it or not, I went to the emergency room 3 times before they found out it was related to my heart. That being said, there was surgery to repair my leaky heart valve. My pulmonic valve was leaking. It was letting the unoxygenated blood back into the heart when it tried to pump it out. So they went in, they replaced it. They asked me if I wanted a artificial heart valve. But if you take that, then you will need to be on blood thinners the rest of your life. The pros to that is that you'll never have to get it replaced again. The second option is to have a pig valve or animal valve as a replacement. The pros to that is that you don't have to be on blood thinners, but the con to it is that it only lasts 10 to 15 years. So soon enough, I'm going to have to get it replaced again. I never really had any worries about heart surgery. But now, believe it or not, they don't have to open up your rib cage. They don't have to split the sternum. They don't have to open you up like that. They said that anymore that they can just go through a minimal sized incision through, I think, your thigh area, and they can do the replacement that way. So if you do end up having to have a heart valve replacement, such as myself, there's hope that you don't have to go through the bad recovery process that I had to go through. I'm going to keep this video pretty short. If you do want to hear more from me, you can always reach out. The only reason I say that is because I don't have a lot of space on my phone, and it might cut me off before I get to explain everything in this video. But if you have Tetrology of Fallot, or you have a child who has Tetrology of Fallot, there is hope that you or the child can live a relatively normal, physically active life with no issues. Ever since that surgery when I was 27 for the heart valve replacement, I have been lightheaded off and on. That's the only downside, but the doctors told me that was just how my life was going to be, because they're replacing a part of your heart. So I'm still standing, I'm still here, I'm still breathing, I'm still physically able to do a lot, and I'm grateful. But keep the positivity, keep your head up. Things are the way they are. Some people have things worse than you, and some people have things better than you. You just gotta work with the cards that you have. And this, even though it's a rare condition, it's not something that's going to, prohibit you from doing a lot of things. So I just wanted to give that little snippet of what I've gone through. I'm 36 now, so it's been 9 years since the surgery. I'm going to have to get the valve replaced again soon, but that was the choice I made. I could have got the artificial valve and could have been avoiding any future surgeries. So if you like the video, give me a like at the bottom of the screen. If you want to, throw me a comment, ask me whatever you want to ask me. I'm open to answering anything anyone wants to ask. So if you yourself have Tetrology of Fallot, or you have a child that has it, feel free to reach out, and I'll be more than happy to give my opinion on what I've gone through, and give you some insight, as I know that this is a rare condition, and many of us have questions when we don't have a lot of people talking about it. So all right, see you guys later.